Right, here with head coach Matt Graham. Team's getting ready to go to Stony Brook on Sunday for their opening game of the season. Coach, let's talk about how camp's been so far.
We've had a really productive camp, I feel. We've really set forth some general principles in this program, new things that we've added on this year, things that we've built on in the past, and things we had to revisit from my first spring here a year ago. So, I think it's been really positive. I haven't seen this group this together in my short time here.
How does togetherness with a soccer team just drive you over the course of the season?
I think it's a huge piece of this because as coaches, we don't play anymore. So it's all about the group. They have to look out for one another. They have to look out for the shirt that they're wearing. And this group's ready to do that. And
you're going into your first game on Sunday. You haven't had any scrimmages before this. So what are you what are you kind of expecting just going into game number one?
Well, I'm expecting to compete and win. That's what we want to do here. That's why we're here. We're here to be successful. It's trial by fire for these kids, but it's something that we wanted to do. We wanted to get as many games under our belt as we could, and prepare ourselves for the Atlantic 10.
Just going down over your team, who are your standouts, offensively, defensively? Just go run through that.
I think we've had great leadership from our captains and Kate Yurkovic and Carly O'Toole. Our mainstays, Jordan Brill, Casey Greco. They've had great camps here so far, and we've had some surprises from some freshmen. Shannon Senior, Rachel Barbella have had Paula Jurwitz. They've all had great camps here. We're just excited to integrate this group together and get our first game, which against is a really, really difficult opponent in Stony Brook. So we're really going to see where we are.
You have 3 road games before coming back up to Ambler. Just talk about how that can be a little bit tough starting off to a season before coming in.
It's going to be extremely difficult, but we wanted to see where our resolve lies here. We've got a really difficult opponent at Stony Brook, very organized, dynamic group, and then we're going to 2 teams down in Harrisonburg that have been in the NCAA tournament over the last couple of years, who compete for conference championships. We're going to see where we lie after the first 2 weeks.
Great, Coach. Thank you. Here with Carly O'Toole. The team starts their season at Stony Brook on Sunday. Carly, just talk about camp so far and how it's been and the preparation for this upcoming season.
Camp's been really well. The first week of preseason, we came in, we had a past fitness test, and everybody came in prepared, and we have so many new people, so many freshmen, and I think they've really molded well with our team, and I think we're really coming together, and you can tell through this past week that playing, attacking and defending, we've just started to come together and started to mold things that I think Stony Brook will be a great first test to see how we're going to do.
You're talking about defending. Last year, you were part of a defense that put up 5 shutouts. Just talk about, maybe how you've seen the defense grow over just this training camp.
I think that we've worked so much on defense, and yesterday we were taken aside and shown videos and things like that, that just repetition and things like that we've been working on has been really worked for us, and there have been people that have been in and out, so the constant change of people coming in and out, we've adapted really well, and I think it'll be, like I said, a great test to start and see how we'll do on Sunday.
Now, you were a transfer here to Temple last year, played your first season here, and then now you're back again. Just talk about maybe the difference of preparation for this year. I mean, it's a tale of 2 different teams now. A lot of new freshmen are in this year. It was just everybody was coming together under new leadership. Just maybe talk about that a little bit.
Well, like I said before, the freshmen have adapted really well to our team, and I think that kind of a bit different transition is them coming in. We've become closer. I think that our team has definitely, through training and being in a hotel for a week, we've all come together, and we've just been working well on the field and off the field. So I think that'll be a huge change this coming year.
Great call. Thank you. Shannon Senior. She's a freshman here on the Temple women's soccer team. She's going into her first game on Sunday at Stony Brook. Shannon, just talk about your first camp here at Temple so far.
It's been really good. The girls have been so nice to incoming freshmen. We have 15 freshmen, so I know it's been a little overwhelming for the upperclassmen, but they've been really welcoming, and I think the team's really coming together. Our offense is looking good, and the defense is doing great, so we're very excited for our first game against Stony Brook this weekend.
You're part of a freshman team that's among 15. Just talk about how it was coming in here and trying to build relationships over this camp.
I think all of us were a little nervous, especially about the upperclassmen, how they were going to act towards us, because there was a bunch of us. But they've been, like I said before, they've been great, and all of the freshmen are very nice to each other. Everyone's getting along, and it looks like we're going to all be a great team.
As a freshman, what are you looking forward to most coming into your first season?
I'm looking forward to building a relationship with the coaches and the girls on the team, and just feeling more a part of the team, and just rebuilding the program, because I know last year wasn't very successful.
And a team that's in their final season in the Atlantic 10, they're going to the Big East next year. Just talk about maybe the importance and the drive you guys have for this year to close out the Atlantic 10 before going into the Big East. I mean, you weren't here in past years where they've been playing the Atlantic 10, but I mean, this is the start of a new team that's going to go into this next change in a year from now. Just maybe talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, right now, this season, we're just focusing on the Atlantic 10. We're not trying to really think about going into the Big East yet. We just want to focus on doing better than last year and getting into the tournament and getting at the top of the conference this year. And I guess I think towards the end of the year, we'll start focusing more on the Big East, but I know Matt wants to focus on the Atlantic 10, and hopefully we'll just, as the season goes, we'll get there and challenge ourselves more and more for next year, because it is going to be a much bigger challenge.
Great, Shannon. Thank you.